Morning, everybody. Welcome to a very sunny Ben on the Fen. Can't even speak this morning. Ben on the Fen. Friday live. Hope you've all had a good week. One more day to go, and then the weekend. Hopefully, you can get a bit of rest to recharge and recuperate. So this morning, I want to talk about something that I'm speaking to more and more clients about now, and that is cash management. Now, we all know cash flow can be tight at times. However, quite often during the month, a business can potentially be sat on significant amounts of cash. So, go back before the pandemic, there wasn't too much you could do with that. There were no interest rates available, so the cash just sat there. But now, with interest rates at 4.5–5%, many banks are offering good rates of return on things like savings, long-term bonds, etc. And we've discovered a few instant access bank accounts, for example. I've got one from All for Time, which offers 4% interest. Now, whilst that might not sound a lot, if you say you've got 10 grand average balance in your company bank account, you stick that into that instant access savings account, you could be getting sort of £400–500 a year in interest, just simply for doing a sweep every morning, perhaps across to your savings account, just monitoring your bank balances. So that's a really, really simple thing to do. We've got some clients who at certain points in the month could be sat on £500,000 or £1 million in their current account, because they've received their money up front from customers, and they've got to pay their suppliers till the end of the month. So just moving the money around, being a bit more on it with the cash management, could see some really good returns. And then similarly, there's a lot of credit cards out there that offer cash back, anywhere from 0.5 up to, I think I've seen some at 2%. Now, if you've got a lot of purchases each month, where at the moment maybe they're on direct debit, or you pay them by invoice, look into whether you can pay them by credit card. And one particular client spends a significant amount with a particular company on direct debit. We switched them to using a cashback credit card, and that now makes them, I want to say, somewhere in the region of £1,000 to £2,000 a year just in cashback, just by making a simple switch. They've set up a direct debit to clear that balance every month. But yeah, and because they haven't spent their money out of the bank on direct debit, they can put it in a savings account. So all these things all add up. Now, one client that we've worked with, we looked into this and looked at their average cash balances, looked at their monthly spend, whether they could switch it to card, etc. I think our fees for that client were, £15,000 a year for full outsourcing. But just recommending and making those switches and getting them all in place made them 30 grand. So the other week when I talked about, if I was to say, give me £100 and I'll give you 500, that's kind of what I was insinuated, talking about. Obviously 15 grand, 30 isn't as much, but we're not just doing the management accounts, we're doing the bookkeeping, we're doing the payroll, doing lots of things for them. But it just goes to show, if you've got a proper finance professional looking after your finances, day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year, they can make a big difference. I think where we're possibly slightly ahead of the game compared to others is we work with lots of different businesses. So we might see something that one client is doing, think, oh, that's a really, really good idea. We can then share that with all the rest of our clients, and everyone can benefit. So yeah, cash management. Are you managing the cash in your business effectively? That's all for my Friday ramblings. Be busy day as always. End of the week. Got Gemma coming for a rare visit into the office today to catch up on a few of her clients and a few other meetings dotted around. So yeah, looking forward to getting to 5:30, 6 o'clock, switching off the laptop and having a nice weekend in the garden, because it's going to be like this apparently, at least for Saturday. Apparently Sunday's not going to be so good, but there we go. Right, have a great weekend everyone, and I'll catch you all again next week for some more Ben on the Fen. Take care, bye.